6 women, 1 goal. Extreme Huntress.
Jen was in pursuit of the broken horn blackbuck. She is a very intelligent woman who has a lot of passion for hunting. It's a newfound passion. She started out as a vegetarian and has become a hunter. I liked that when we came into the hunting area, she recognized that these animals are familiar with seeing vehicles, but not as familiar as seeing humans on foot. Well, the most important thing at this very moment, I was going to stop the hunt and we were just going to go hang out at camp if nobody had their licenses. And get out of here and go hunt blackbuck. When we approached that open field, she wanted to go in quietly by herself, assess the situation, and decide if we needed to hunt that field. She went in, she saw a nice male blackbuck courting a female. She quietly backed out.
It was really nice to get into the area and kind of look at the area and cover as much ground as possible. It's a little bit difficult to hunt because it's very, very high grass, and obviously the animals that we were looking for are very, very low. And I'm pretty short, so between the grass, my height, and the size of the animal, difficult. The entire time she was very methodical about what she was doing. She would describe everything she was doing almost to a fault. She and Shannon talked quite a bit. There was often quite a bit of dialogue going on. It was a bit too much. I like to know what you're doing. I want to understand the decision that you're making and why you want to go the direction that you're going. But sometimes you just need to hunt.
I feel Jen talks herself through it, which is everybody has their little quirks.
Well, I've never hunted with a group of people, so I feel like in my mind it makes sense to communicate as much as possible, especially in the very beginning. Overall, for me, I really enjoy sort of scouting an area quite a bit before I actually hunt if I happen to see something awesome, obviously.
Can you guys do me a favor? You both have binos, or you, I don't guess I can't ask you to do it, right? Because you're a judge, I can't ask you. They're running that way. Can you look in your binos that way and see these spooks one with the broken horn? I'm gonna look this way.
But looking back last night, the biggest thing that I would have changed is I would have probably liked to have been a little bit more assertive in asking for the things that I wanted to do in my hunt. Every single time I go into the field, I learn something. Constantly, every single day here, I'm learning something about myself. I'm learning something about group dynamics. I'm also learning something, about just in terms of making me a better hunter and a better hunting partner. I'm learning a ton.
Get the full Extreme Huntress experience from dangerous game to the biathlon with the app, available for Android and iPhone.
Century Arms has made the world's most reliable rifle better. We believe that anything can be made better when you throw the might of American manufacturing behind it. Our engineers, who formerly built America's warplanes, begin working on a new set of prints. Stronger materials, the best coating, modern engineering, tighter tolerances with parts designed from the ground up to work together the correct way. Welcome to the world of the American AK.
We're here, okay? We're gonna go through Zambia, and then we're gonna enter Coyote Ridge, which is where we're gonna pursue the Aoudad ewes.
I can see that Jean is a very aggressive go-getter. She has a plan in her head. She wants to make sure that she shines as much as possible, almost to a fault. I do like to see somebody who doesn't dilly-dally, somebody who gets after it and hunts.
So far I've only hunted in Idaho on public land, do-it-yourself hunts, chase deer, elk, moose, coyotes, wolves, all the game species in Idaho that you can get over the counter.
The area that we were hunting, there was quite a bit of sable who don't have pressure. Fortunately for her, because she charged in right off the bat.
Well, both times we got into Aoudad, she had, went and never even seen him.
I did do some research last night on Aoudad once I figured out I was going to do Aoudad, but I was looking for something darker too. It was really light with grass in the background, and so yeah, I totally didn't see it. Maybe I should have looked a little bit harder, but I think when I glassed first, they were bedded, and all I saw were the sable.
She just walked right in, and the sable were standing there looking at her. Fortunately, they didn't blow. She didn't even exist. She was just a ghost, like they never even saw her. We came upon an open sendero, and 3/4 of the way through, she never noticed the aoudad. And nobody is stopping to see the aoudad right out in the open. Jessica, she was great. Jean is a very strong character and said, "Hold my sticks," very matter of fact. Jessica, she took it like a champ. She's like, okay, no problem. Took him, walked alongside her. She wasn't gonna take it personal. And I really liked to see how Jessica reacted to this whole situation because she really was kind of bossed at a bit, I saw.
And this is where we just saw him. I want to go back there, cut up here, and then try to catch him right here. What's our wind doing? Okay, I want to go back down here and see if we can't. I want to go down in here because that's a little too open to just walk right in the open.
She had concentrated on something else, and there was like a big herd of them up on the hill. I mean, a crap ton, maybe 20 plus, maybe. I mean, there's quite a few, a lot of them. You know, she just never even seen them, and they kind of stick out like a sore thumb. I mean, they're super light. It was crazy green vegetation.
Jessica asked her, "Do you want your sticks?" And she said, "If a shooting situation comes, it's going to have to be an offhand, close-range shot." I took a look at her scope, and it said I think it was 8 power, and she never adjusted it.
Normally I don't want to say anything, but you do need to turn the scope down. Yeah, because if it is a close situation, you need to be able to identify that animal perfectly.
And I'm looking around, like I always do, just to see if there's anything else lingering, and I notice a Arabian oryx. She said, "I need you to pay attention to what I'm doing right now."
And I was just kidding.
The fact of the matter is she's a very aggressive person, has a lot of characteristics I like to see as a huntress, but she is overbearing. But I feel like she believes in her heart that she is the best, which is great. You need to have confidence.
Extreme Huntress is brought to you by these proud supporters. Please support them. Down in Texas at the 777, hunting is anything but easy. Jen and Taylor continue their pursuit of a broken horn blackbuck, while Shannon and Erica, the 2 Canadians, find it tough going for a management sheep. And don't forget to vote for your favorite huntress at extremehuntress.com.